Let's go to the semifinals on Saturday evening here at Bristol. It would feature John LaBouse Sr. from Goodlettsville, Tennessee. He keeps the same dial, 648. That's exactly what he dialed in the quarterfinals. He's going against Steve Taylor. He dials in a 630. That's his same dial in. Slight starting line advantage to LaBouse Sr. 014 to a 018. LaBouse dead on with a 5. Taylor only ran a 633, could not run the number. And our other semifinalist, John LaBouse Jr. keeps the same dial, 652. Wesley Washington Jr. from Kings George, Virginia, same dial in, 644. What happens at the finish line? LaBouse wins it easy. Why? 006 reaction time. He won it right on the starting line. Okay, now, getting ready for the final run, what do you put in the box?
I put 2,000 in the box.
And you think you can tree them all right?
I went to the right lane and I hadn't been over there. I put 2 numbers in it just for safety.
All right, now you moved to the other lane, but you left the dial in the same.
Depending on the car to repeat.
Okay. And it's got to be able to do that. When you got ready for the final, what do you put in the box?
I left it set the same as I had it all day long. I was set for like 004.
Okay, and the same dial in.
Yes, sir.
So, folks, this is history in the making. You've got the former winner of this event, John LaBouse Jr., against his dad, John LaBouse Sr., $1 million winner. Look at this. Hey, Sr. got him off the line, 012 to 015, but LaBouse Jr. turns on the win light with a 653 with a 2, dead on with a 2. LaBouse Sr. had to take the stride. 647 on a 48. He broke it out. What do the following award-winning car designers and builders have in common? Chip Booth, Brian Fuller, Alan Johnson, Justin Padfield, Mark Stilo, Steve Strope, Denny Terzic, Troy Trepanier. They all depend on ARP fasteners. Leading car builders depend on ARP fasteners, and so should you. ARP, the world leader in fastener technology. Attention car lovers. Enter your ride on winningride.com. It's an all-new online car community where you can share photos, get advice, plan your next project, and create a customized hero card to share. And if your ride has what it takes, you could win an all-expense-paid trip to the 2011 SEMA show to see your winning ride featured on the main floor in the Autometers SEMA display. Log on to winningride.com for more details.
Looking for high performance? When you want high performance, there's only one place to go, jegs.com. Easy to use, get it quick, to your door delivery. Jegs.com has the largest selection of high-performance automotive parts on the web. When you need high performance, Jegs.com has the part you want, when you want it, at the price you want to pay. Want performance? You've got it. Jegs.com.
This coverage of the K&N Spring 20's presented by Sparco is being brought to you by ARP, the world leader in racing fastener technology, and by Jegs, when you want high performance, and by K&N Filters, the world's best air filter. Back in Bristol, Tennessee, as we continue our coverage of the K&N Spring Fling presented by Sparco. Well, it's Sunday. Sunday's one of the 2 days sponsored by Jegs, out of Columbus, Ohio. Now, something you may not know, if you've watched professional drag racing, everybody knows Jeg Coughlin and his pro stock accomplishments, unbelievable. But do you know that this same guy is one of the greatest and most celebrated bracket racers, or should I say most feared bracket racers? You're up here with 4 cars.
Yeah, that's right. My nephew TJ and I and my fiance Samantha, we brought 4 cars down here, 3 dragsters and the old Chevy 2 wagon. And we've had a great weekend so far. Troy Jr. won the Race Tech Dragster race last night. which is about a $16,000 value, which he was stoked about. And I went deep in the 20 grander with the wagon last night, got to the 6th round, and was runner-up in the door car race last night too. So we're making a ton of laps and having a great time. You know, Pete and Kyle put on one heck of a race here. To have over 300 cars here at this event in just their 2nd year is a real testament to how year 1 went, and a real looking forward of how year 3 and 4 and beyond are going to be.
Let's go to the Sunday semifinal action. By the way, John LaBoost Jr. that picked up $20,000 last night. Well, he's only going to win 1 day out of 4 this year, because J.P. Hickman from Bradenton, Florida, right there. You see his 98 Molus dragster going against Ricky Baldwin from Aztec, New Mexico. You met them a little earlier in the show. Guess what? Ricky is in the final, dials a 665. Hickman dials a 645. Oh, Baldwin, a beautiful light wired to the tree, 008. Let's see if he can do it. J.P. Hickman run a 646 with an 8 on a 45 dive. Baldwin could not run the number, ran a 68 on a 65. Now, Derek Denny from Pleasant View, Tennessee, the other semifinal pairing against Cameron Manuel from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. That's right. It's the same Cameron Manuel that ran in the semifinal on Thursday and lost to Roy St. Dennis. So we'll see if he can do a little better against Derek Denny. Manuel dials a 610. Derek Denny, the full body car over there, a 765. Look at the head start right there, about a 1.5 seconds for Denny. Let's see if Manuel can track him down. Does he get it done? No, Derek Denny runs a 766 on a 65 dial, had a little better reaction time. You know, there are several $1 million winners at this particular event. It kind of draws them like a magnet. So we caught up with one of them to talk a little bit about the psychology and the philosophy of why do the $1 million winners and the heavy hitters, so to speak, come to this event, and why do the little guys come to try and bump them off?
You know, it's always been my philosophy that if you ain't in it, you can't win it. I mean, sure, there are going to be hitters here, but if you're sitting home on the sofa wishing you could go out and high roller bracket race, then you're still going to be sitting home on the sofa. You got to come out and be confident enough to pony up the money and come out here and do your deal, you know. And I look forward to this drag race since the inception now. It's on our calendar every year.
Let's move on to the Sunday final. J.P. Hickman out of Bradenton, Florida against Derek Denny from Pleasant View, Tennessee. Both of them kept the same dial in. Folks, we could have possibly the first door slammer to win $20,000 at the K&N Spring Fling 20's. A good shot there of Denny as he clears the smoke from the burnout out of the full body car. The Abruzzi sponsored entry. Both cars pre-staged now. They'll roll forward. The full body car first to stage up. Now Hickman's in. You see the spot there in the tree. It's considerable. Over 1 second. Here we go. Remember, 1,000-foot finish line. J.P. Hickman, 648 on a 645 dial, 149 miles per hour. Let's take another look at just how close it was at the finish line. You can see the dragster looks like he's nosing ahead by just an inch or two. Okay, you got down to the top end. You're coming to the stripe. What are you thinking?
I was covering them up pretty good, so I just took as little as possible.
Take the stripe.
Yeah.
You knew you were okay.
Yes.
You weren't going to break out.
I had a couple in my pocket, so
okay.
I knew I had to at least kill a couple, but I covered them up more than a couple, so then I knew I'd trade them or he was going over.